With the diagram, Holmes knew where Moriarty would try to kill. Then we went to the narrow streets of East London to find Moriarty. Finally, we found Moriarty and Holmes followed him after asking me to run to the police station. But instead of going to the police station, I followed Holmes because I was afraid of my friend's safety.
Does he happen to think that I am one of Moriarty's men? Oh, I'm sure that the girl is working for Moriarty. He seems to be in no danger, but if Moriarty
It's a shame, but I fell asleep. About 2 hours later, I suddenly woke up and witnessed the most shocking scene that I had ever seen.
Oh, it's impossible! He's trying to leave the country, but I am following him. I did not know what to think. Was I mad, or was my best friend, the man who I had worked with for so many years, a murderer? I could not see why you lived alone in London, and the Whitechapel murderer was free to kill him. Did you marry missionaries and we had planned?
I was not afraid of the murder. He never killed a woman like me. I would marry you as soon as possible because you look so worried and unhappy.
Several days later, Mary and I were married, and we left London. In a quiet little town by the sea, with Mary by my side, I felt strong enough to face the awful truth about Holmes and to think about what I had to do. One day I knew what to do. The house opposite, where Holmes had once seen Moriarty. I ran to the house. Every room was empty, all except one bedroom. This contained a bed, a cupboard, and a box full of papers. All the papers were about the Whitechapel murders. He described each murder with a thick enjoyment of what he had done. Under the papers, I found some glass jars of the kind that are used in hospitals. In them were pieces of women's bodies.
Oh, what is this? Now I could go straight to Lestrade and ask him to arrest Holmes, but I choose not to do that. I did not want all England to know what Holmes, once a good and wise man, had become. Some evil things are best hidden from the world. I, and alone, would face him and his crimes.
When I saw that, I could go straight to Lestrade and ask him to arrest Holmes, but I chose not to do that. I didn't want all England to know what Holmes had become. At my home, Holmes was still asleep. I tried to find his drawers and gun. I wrote a letter to Lestrade about what all I know about that. I decided to use cocaine because I had to watch Holmes all the time. It was time to look in on Holmes. He tried to hit me.
One of his men isn't here. We must go now. It's too dangerous to stay here.
I will go and pack.
No luggage. He must not know what we are doing.
Let me take my doctor's bag. He will think that I am patient.
Excellent. That's what I think about.
At last, we took the night boat from New Haven. For 5 days, we traveled through France and Germany. Holmes would not say where we were going. I never took my eye off him during those days. Finally, I had told Holmes that next day I wanted to walk over the mountain to the famous Reichenbach Falls. Whether I lived or died, the end must come that day. At last, we left the hotel and went to the mountain, but I had to return to the hotel, checking whether my watch had been there or not. And when I went to the fall after that, I met him in narrow path. He stepped forward me, but I pulled the gun.
Back. Another step and I shall shoot.
Haha. Very well, doctor. I understand.
It's over, Holmes. I've been to the empty house. I know everything.
Ha ha ha. Dear fellow. Nobody knows everything.
I found jars, Holmes, and the papers. I know you killed them. I know you did it. I watch everything. Say you killed them.
You killed them.
I'm going to shoot you before they tell me what I've done.
Heavy morality.
When did you tell?
When did you kill Watson? Forever. You will not strike him. You're better. But what a rubbish. But I have to learn here. You failed.
No, I'm not in. If you kill me, Moriarty will win. That is what you want.
Never fear, my old friend. But I shall not let him hurt you. Ah!
2 days later, I woke up. Holmes was nowhere. Someone had found me at the Reichenbach Falls. After a week, I returned to London. I went to the empty house. I wanted to be sure that nobody would ever know the evil things of Holmes. Arthur Conan Doyle was becoming a famous writer because of stories of Holmes. As the years passed, people began to forget that Holmes was a real person. This is the end of my story. Sometimes I think of that day when I sit by the fire in the evening. He is the best and the wisest man I have ever known.